Well, welcome back. As we continue exploring 3D Capital, Canadian-based venture capital firm on the forefront of commercializing revolutionary technologies and resources. And joining to talk about these resources, these companies, and so much more between, we have Sheldon, the CEO, as always. Welcome back, sir.
Thank you. Great to be here, Kyle.
Always a pleasure to get you back on, brother. And I want to dive into this because we've been talking a lot about Quebec Innovative Materials, the ticker's QIMC, and it continues to go absolutely parabolic, up over 3,000% over the last 6 months, not finding gravity seemingly anytime soon as the company discovers green hydrogen. Do you want to discuss the significance of this and kind of what it means for the future of energy use? Because I think the hydrogen conversation is still relatively misunderstood.
You're speaking the words in my head that it is misunderstood. It's early days. As an ex-oil and gas guy, I didn't realize that hydrogen can be found in commercial quantities in its natural state. So you don't have to do electrolysis and all these fancy technologies and very capital intensive. So this is just getting on everybody's radar. Every couple of weeks, Gates is saying, listen, this is the new energy boom, zero CO2 footprint, can convert into methanol, can convert into ammonia, and also just direct into vehicles, especially long distance trucks. Those are the ones that I think are going to be targeted first. So every government is doing something. There's a few $1 billion pipeline between Ireland and Scotland, hydrogen. $50 billion Australia just announced it's going to put into hydrogen. Canada just announced it's going to export hydrogen to Germany. I don't know where they think they're getting it from because they don't know a lot about us yet. Although the Quebec government is getting very strongly behind us, which is very important because they are an extremely green province. They want things to be zero CO2 footprint. Also, their energy grid with Quebec Hydro is maxing out. So I think we are the right deal at the right time. And so all I can do is connect dots here because it's still early days. But, from sight, there's a lot of encouragement with these high ppm numbers that go along all these lines, a 70 square kilometer already area of intense hydrogen emissions, which come out of seeps and fissures in the rock subterranean. So we have location, and if we have the scale we think we have, this potentially could be the first world-class discovery of commercial hydrogen. And it's not an isolated pod. We're talking here, we have the rocks that we believe represent the greatest potential for hydrogen. And so we own about 95% of Quebec, all hydrogen-bearing rocks, because INRS, the Quebec government R&D initiative in the mining and oil and gas sector, have been working on this for 6 years. This isn't like, we just found it and this and that. They are our technical team, all PhDs. So we got encouragement. There's a lot. I know the company has had a lot of inbound interest from major infrastructure players and so forth. So I think this story is going to happen very fast.
Yeah, and we're seeing it unfold in front of our eyes, right? And I think the most incredible thing here is 3D continues to trade well below its NAV with some of these assets that are going absolutely parabolic. But you guys are into crypto and AI infrastructure plays in your portfolio. I mean, it's like an endless treasure trove at this point where you continually find these cherries on top of that cake. But I mean, in your portfolio, what do you guys focus on outside of hydrogen? I know it's going to be a key conversation moving forward here, but maybe just give us a quick, shining light of some of these other companies that you guys have under the hood there.
Yeah, so we're starting to get more involved in junior minerals. That's something that I've done successfully in my past life. As the price of these commodities rise, our AI initiatives, smart cities through Infinity AI, Neurable is launching as we speak this month. The headsets are being sent out. Micropayments, Oracle now has just done a major deal with TotaQ, and they're launching as well. And the interest is, I think, very overwhelming for the company, as so they say. Hypercycles continuing to evolve. So we have a lot of projects. Our nickel project in Botswana, PNRL. There are more deals than I can remember to speak about, but they're all commercializing. They're beginning to commercialize, this year, 2024.
Yeah, appreciate the insight on that. And as somebody that myself continue to accumulate shares of 3D Capital, I think more impressively is the community that you're bringing together here. I recently saw you on Mario Nawfal's Twitter Spaces with thousands in attendance. I mean that Spaces has accumulated what hundreds of thousands of views. I mean, some of your holding companies were on there with you, which was incredible, kind of seeing the nice co-collaboration across a multitude of spaces. Where should investors go though if they want to see more of what you guys are doing?
I think that, we've done a pretty good job of doing interviews with our founders and CEOs on our YouTube channel. Don't shoot me, I'm the messenger. Get from the horse's mouth. We're going to be doing some updates to some of those as they hit milestones. We try to keep everybody tuned in. Certainly, the social media, I post things daily that are relevant to our companies. And we're very, very aggressive and looking at new projects. I mean, we take on very few, but we stumbled on the hydrogen deal, and maybe we'll stumble on another one.
Yeah, definitely appreciate that as well. As we leave the links down in the description below, go check it out, and we'd love to know what you think. But consider subscribing as news and catalysts like this come down the wire. Of course, we'll bring it to you here. But on that note, we look forward to catching you in the next one.